No. That better fix itself. On it. Shoot. There we go. Do it. Hey guys, sorry, give me a second. I'm trying to. Why is this thing? Got the rubber duckies. Hey guys, sorry. This is coming a common thing now. I gotta do some adjusting. And this, that, heck on it. Sorry, I'm trying to get my Facebook camera going now. All right, I think the tower's wearing a hat, right? All right, let's get started on Facebook, and then we will get this party started. Sorry, guys, it was not supposed to be another one of these late night, but that seems to be what's been up here lately. Okay, I give up on that too. All right, guys. So listen, we have a pretty cool one for a live stream. I'll try to make up for the past week. Typically, I would try to do this for a regular video, but to say I'm sorry and for starting late, it's more of an expensive game, and that's pretty much what makes the difference. Is just the amount of money I'm willing to put in for a live stream as opposed to a regular video. But you will see this tall, skinny tower. This tall, skinny tower with, as John said, a hat on top, a tin can. Facebook, you can see it so much clearer than what YouTube can. Unfortunately, on YouTube, it literally looks just like a hat, like a tin hat. So, the idea of tonight is to get that 10-piece to come down, and not only come down, but to come off. If I can achieve that, then I am able to win everything that you see here. If not, my second objective would be to win that treasure chest, to have it come off. It doesn't need to completely fall down into the chute. It just needs to be obviously off. All right, financially, what we're looking at is 2,000 to play. Now, if y'all remember, a few videos ago, I was 1,000 in the green. I essentially applied half of that towards this. It was actually like, 1,300 in the green, something like that. But anyways, I applied half of it to this. But if I can get the top chip or the top 10 to fall down and come off, I can win that ounce of gold that is at the bottom of the tower. And everything else inside of here, which is already a preset amount. On the other side of it, if I don't get that off, but I get the treasure chest off, then I just win the cash without the gold. So that's pretty much the difference. I'm either trying to get gold one way or the other. Now the flip side of it, if I cannot get either, then I win zilch, nada, no money at all. That's the downfall. The other downfall is we are on the Plinko. Price is right. Once the coins fall, they go down into a hopper and they do not come back. So we are limited to just a few cups of quarters, and that is it. All right, let's say hi to everybody, then we'll get started. Hey, Deborah. Hey, Rob. Better tear up tonight. Hey, John. Josh called me just before my sleeping pill. Oh, man, I'm so sorry. Once I got here, I put my phone in position, and then everything this rest of this time has been dedicated to trying to get this camera, the YouTube camera, live stream camera. For whatever reason, I cannot get the lighting or the settings in the Logitech to just look appropriate. And the same thing with the iPhone's disappointing. I don't know why that is. But I think I seen Wendy at one point sent me a message, and because everything was set up, I figured I'll try to hurry up and come in here and say hi to everybody. Hey, Dan, Terry. All right, let's come on here very quick, and we'll get started. Hey, Aaron. Hey, Debbie. All right, guys. So just a quick overview. Once quarters fall down into the hopper, I cannot get them back. I'm limited on the amount of it. Please also understand that I am streaming on YouTube, which is Joshua Bartley, and on Facebook, Joshua Bartley. Both of them are my name. How original. So if I'm talking to say a name or mention something and you don't see that person in there, it's because I might be talking to the other page. I'll try to address that. Lastly, it is 11:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Wednesday, April the 17th or 18th, something like that. So if you're watching this after the fact, I am not ignoring everybody completely. This is just already recorded. But if you're watching that now, welcome, guys, and thank you. All right, we need to get the tower to come down. We need to get that to come off, and that cannot go to the left or right. It needs to stay in the playing field. So let's see what we can do. Hey, this is a very flimsy looking tower. I just hope that translates to falling down again. All right, so that treasure chest is doing pretty good, I must say. Thank you all so much for hitting that like button. Thank you so much for sharing this live. I know it's extremely late. We never have a big audience. So every one of you all that are watching right now, thank you so much for doing this. Oh, that was a good push. Come on. Thank you, Josh. He said, come on, big money. That's right. That's what we need. All right, so that is officially the end of Cup 1. I do not like what's happening with the treasure chest. Unfortunately, this stuff is starting to come underneath it, which is making it... all right, let's pull this back a little bit. Facebook. Hey, Facebook is at a lot better angle today. Usually it's just the opposite. Hey, Yusha. Hey, Drew. The wheel, Drew, good question. And I thank you for reminding me. The wheel is not in play. Yes, you're exactly right. Which you would think with the amount of money invested, it would be, but it's not. And the reason why I never do it on live stream, because I really don't have a way to... I would rather you all to be able to see the wheel at the same time so you know whether I hit or not. All right, guys, that's it for cup number 1. This is officially cup number 2. Hey, Secret Slots. Is it in play? No. Yeah, Plinko is not in play, Dan. Sorry, I missed that on your side. Yes, Plinko, unfortunately, is not in play. If I can find a way to have the wheel in the shot, I will definitely do that. My gosh, how long has it been since we played a Plinko game? Seems like it's been forever. Come on, baby. Come on. Oh! Man, we went through this stuff super quick. Why? Why was it so quick? That's it for cup 2, guys. All right, so the good news is it looks like the treasure chest is almost coming off. The bad news is this tower. I was pretty confident that the tower was going to come down pretty quick, and it's not looking that way. Thankfully, they give me enough coolers here, so that's good. Guys, we're coming up. We had to skip last year, and we had I think we did the year before, but we're coming up on the viewer. What do you want to call it? Viewer. Thank you day, where if you all are interested in come to play here with me and be a part of a video and a live stream, we're going to have. I'm going to try to do two times this year. I know for a lot of you all that don't live anywhere near the Eastern Panhandle, it's a trip, and I've always been grateful about the people that are willing to take that trip to come up here to play. But we're going to be doing that here soon, so keep an eye out. If you're on the Facebook VIP Club, you will be the first to find out, and then we'll release it, or the first invited, I should say. And then, because Lord knows I don't do anything else I'm an awful person. Come on. is this tower not falling? I'm glad Clinker is not in play because nothing, it hasn't been over 100 at once. Come on, come down. Oh, it's going backwards. Stop it. Stop it. Click on it, man. That lift up at the end is just so difficult for that stuff to come off. That's it, guys. That's it for cup number 3. Man, we are just digging our way through it. If I can't get either of those down, I get nothing. $0. So even with the $1,000 credit, that still puts me down a lot of money. I got to figure this game out better because, man, I'm just always in the negative. And not only that, when I get a win, it's not even that exciting unless it's a big win because I owe so much money. And I'm getting just as bad at Flying J's. I'm spending $60 to win a gold dollar. Or dollar coin. I mean, I'm just bad with economics. Come on, come on. All right. I'm gonna keep trying to feed it in, guys. Maybe that'll work. Come down. Come on. And we got a traffic jam of quarters. All right, let's clear it out. Unbelievable. That's it for cup number 4. All right. Looks like 2.5 more cups, guys, but I'm not the best judger of that. Come on. Down the hump. Sorry, Facebook. Oh, got a problem here. I bumped the camera. Yeah, this. Oh man, now everything's messing up. This reminds me of those dreams Hold on, let me see if I can get this figured out first. You know those dreams when you're trying to run but you can't move or you're going real slow? That's kind of what this thing. Hey Jenny. Hey Dan. That's what this kind of reminds me of. It's almost there, but it's not coming. And the downfall is I'm playing fast to try to keep the motion going forward, but I'm going through these cups. That's it for cup number 5, guys. It looks like it's right there, but then you see it gets right to that crevice and it doesn't want to like go over top of it. And what is up with this stinking tower? Why is it not falling? 200. All right, guys, here we go. I'm going to just keep rolling with it. Hit that like button. Maybe it'll give me some luck. Come on, baby. Come on. Oh, maybe that's going to trap it. Maybe that chip is going to trap it enough to get down. Oh, it's loosening up. It landed on 1,000. I don't get it, but it did. Oh, and that chip fell out, unfortunately. It landed on 1,000, so the Pinto hit the jackpot. So obviously, if we were playing for it, you know, I would have got the jackpot. All right, that's it for cup number 6, guys. That's it for cup 6. We're almost out, so I'm going to try shaking your face. Yeah, I appreciate it. I appreciate every bit of help I can get, guys. Obviously, what I'm doing is not helping. All right, I'm going to try to put, I don't know. I got to try everything here. All right, I just fell out the wrong way. It just doesn't want to. It doesn't want to make its way over top. This is upsetting. I'm trying to keep the angle good. The problem, the reason why I keep adjusting the camera on Facebook is because the Logitech's right underneath. All right, there's a couple more quarters that's left in the bucket for emergency, I guess, but this is our last cup, essentially. All right, I'm gonna try a tsunami approach here. All right, couple, and all of it. I'm putting them all in, guys. I don't know what else to do. All right, well, let me go to my emergency resort here. Oh, just two. So this is officially it. About a quarter cup of quarters. That's a tongue twister. It looks like if things stay the same, I'm going home $1,000 in the hole. And coming up on our last handful of quarters. That's it. That is it. As I'm throwing this, guys, I'm trying to come up with a plan, and maybe I might try to. This might be either tomorrow or Friday's video. I really don't know what else. I definitely have to regroup though, because as of right now, I took my 1,300 credit, applied it to this, so that puts me down 700. That's a lot of money, and the end of the month is 2 weeks away, so I don't know how I'm going to figure this out. All right, I may give another swing at this if and only if some things can be adjusted, because right now I think it's just like I say this so many times, but the riptide effect. It goes in, comes out, sucks back in. Just I don't know. And I think you're right. Oh, thank you, Debbie. Moose said maybe yell at it. Hey, Misty. Quarter. Listen, Facebook family, if you're not on YouTube, you won't know what I'm talking about. But if you're on YouTube, Danger Zone Coin Pusher. That's my buddy John, New York City. Awesome channel. Puts a lot of content out. I would love for y'all to go over and give him some support. But I'm sorry, guys. Believe me, there's. I want to be like the other channels. I want to win $1 billion per play. I really do want to be. I do want to win. No one gambles to loses. But it's just I'm having a hard time achieving that. But that's okay. You know what? If I could get through the past year and a half with all that stuff, I can definitely get through this. This is nothing but a little anthill. So hopefully it's not a Texas red anthill. I thank each and every one of you all. So like I said, I'm shooting for around June or July for our first viewer meetup, and then probably do a second one in August. Both of them I'd like to do before Ray goes back to school. So, like I said, our Facebook VIP family, I unfortunately just am awful with it. So basically what that is Facebook has a program where it's $5, $4.99 a month, and it supports me. I get 100% of the profit, and we used to do VIP only lives and everything else. And I've just, as I've been struggling with everything else, but I will definitely have some cool planned for it. Hopefully everything works out, but you all will be the first to be invited. Then after that, and after I find out who from the VIP clubs all come in, because obviously we can. So just real quick, guys, to go through this. No, I'm not in my basement. For those that haven't watched, no, I'm not in my house. I wish I was sometimes, but I am also not in a public place. I'm not in a casino. This isn't some underground market. It's nothing cool like that. It's just basically a investment companies. They own hotels. They'll own this. They'll own real estate property. It's no different. That's what this organization is. They own a couple bars. They own. They had an old bingo hall, then some gas stations, things like that in my area. This is one of their company offices. It didn't start here, believe me. That would be totally weird. It started in one of their bars, and then it had to leave because they had other gambling there and couldn't have this. And it went to the bingo hall. Was there for a while. Then, because of my pretty much, it's all or nothing with this. If I don't have this, I'm SOL. And my closeness with their family. Rest in peace, Jeff. They've kept it for me to play. And so I say that because there's room here. Wendy and a few others have been here and played with me on the viewer meetup, Sarah and Casey. So there's room, but it's not huge. It's once everybody's crammed into this room right here. It's a small room with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coin pushers. I don't know why I got to count that every time. And a desk, so it's not a lot of room. But that's why I'm gonna try to do 2 of them. Do one in June or July, and then do one in August. So, and it's not even at our peak on the channel was doing the biggest, just due to the location. I know that there's a lot of people that would like to come out, but who wants to spend their vacation coming here for a couple of days? That's not a good vacation. I'll try my best to make sure you have a good time, but in past we come here, and then we went to Flying J's, and we would play at Flying J's, and that. So yeah, that's coming up. I'm just running at the mouth. ADHD. So thank you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching extremely late at night. I appreciate each and every one of you all. Thank you for keeping this channel going, even in the worst of times. Now it's time for me to repay each and every one of you all and put out the best content I can, even if it means I'm $10,000 in the hole. I'm just kidding. I'm not. I'm just out. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I'm where these games found a truck stop. Yeah, truck stop. Flying J's in Virginia. I don't know of any Flying J's that are in West Virginia, but the Flying J's that are in Virginia, they have coin pushers. Outside of that, I only know this because I was trying to find a picture, because the first time I ever played a game that's remotely like this was on a cruise ship. I was trying to find a picture of that, and there is pictures. If you Google, don't take the high risk part out of it, guys. That I literally came up with that name. When I first started playing this, I came up with high risk coin pusher. You're probably going to see 1,000 stories of people putting out saying that this is all manufactured lie. And I understand why. There's been a lot of other channels that came out and ruined it for everybody. But take the high risk coin pusher part out and just put coin pusher casino or something like that, and you'll see there's casinos out there that have them with a lot of money in it. I didn't see any that does like the towers and stuff like that. obviously that would be very hard to do. You know, as soon as one tower fell down, somebody would have to spend 3 hours to rebuild it. You know, but there are. I stand corrected. I used to always say there is no casinos going to have these. No one has quarters, but there are. So I can't speak for where they're at. I've heard people that live in Vegas say they've never seen these before. So I don't know where they're at, but they're somewhere. But outside of that, the best place to go is going to be truck stops a lot of times, anywhere that people stay for an extended period of time that would have game rooms. And these little mom and pop stores, they love to put them inside laundromats and places like that you already want to have quarters on. It just makes sense. So I tried to a long time ago dedicate a page to where all people from all over the world, that if you had a coin pusher in your area, post a picture of it and where you're at, so we can like eventually make a road map, so you know where coin pushers are. But it worked okay. But I think the biggest thing is people want to play the high risk coin pusher, and like I said, it's literally a name I came up with. Yeah, I've called it so many things: high risk, high limit, high stakes. I just come up with stuff just because I didn't know what to call it. I wanted to push a point across that it was a lot more money than a normal coin pusher. So, all right, guys, I'm blabbing on. I do it every night. Thank you all. Thank you for listening. Have a wonderful night, and I will see you all very soon. Thanks for watching, guys. All right, YouTube. I gotta admit, my phone is right in my face, so I could respond to comments there a little bit easier. But I need to go look down and say hi to who's left. All right. Oh, thank you, Mark. That's so nice of you to say. Thank you, guys. It's always the family. It's always my closest people that are always the last I talk to at the end of the night and get to see. I'm very appreciative, thankful, and grateful for each and every one of you all. All right, so I'm gonna try to do this again if it's not as expensive. I'm not gonna do another. I was just telling Wendy about some of the reasons why I said I wanted to start putting out videos, a couple more live streams again. But Miss Deborah has issues going on in her main business, and she hasn't been able to come up here. And I honestly just have not had the finances to pay someone to come up with me. So I kind of just been keeping it at the Wednesday thing for now. But I'm so far I've went down in the hole and came up and did a crevice. But what I didn't know is there's one more little crevice of a hill I needed to get over. Then there we go. So that's where I'm at. Like I'm on the final part of the camel's back, and everything's going to be up to me at that point. I don't want to say a-okay because I'm a procrastinator. I'm all over the place. So it's going to be all up to me, and I want control back of my life and the channel again. So, all right, listen, guys, I'm going to go ahead and let them go home. But thank you so much. Have a wonderful night. I'm going to play this again. I'm not going to do it tonight, but it'll be a video coming out. Hopefully, it'll be a little bit cooler than what it is right now. But thank you all. Thank you for your support. I'll talk to you all soon. Have a good night. My son would like to know why you started videos. Sorry, I just seen that. Okay, that's a good question. And a lot of you all have already heard the story before, but I was a paramedic EMT is what I did 25 years of my life at the county I live in. But I worked for the railroad for a little bit, and my dad was a retired railroader, and I always wanted to work on the railroad. So they did this mass hiring spree. I got a job there, and went to school in Georgia, and was a conductor. and got paid the best money that I've ever made. I end up leaving. I end up getting some money that I was thinking I can either, it wasn't a lot, trust me, but I was thinking I can either blow this money on a car or something dumb, or I can maybe invest it. So it's a very long path of a story but I'll just cut to the point. I ended up starting a claw machine route, an arcade route. Basically, I invested in some coin pushers. I invested in some other arcade game, or I'm not coin pushers. Let me say that. I'm sorry. I invested in some claw machines. I invested in some games like that. I went around to all the local businesses and asked them if I could put up a machine in there. I have machines of different sizes, whatever work. I split it 50-50, and I'll even take, like, for the claw machines, I even would take my 50% out, the plush or prize cost out of me. And I found some decent places that were all for it. The biggest that we had was there's a Moose Lodge. I don't know how far Moose Lodges are, but they're just private clubs. They're pretty big, and it's a big family thing. And they wanted me to put arcades in there. They had them years ago, but they couldn't get anybody to maintain it. So I put a couple arcades up like that, and they did very well. So I just saved all my profits, and I invested in an arcade itself, which that was the beginning of the end for me. If I would have just stayed with the claw machine route and did that, I would be doing it to this day. But I opened up a very small arcade in a dead part of Martinsburg, West Virginia, and it just made ends meet. Well, we did a lot of Comic Cons and stuff in the area, and the local mall approached me and asked me would I be interested in upgrading and moving to the mall because they would like to have an arcade back. And I did. I didn't take any consideration of the mall cost, mall rent, any of that. I just said, oh, yeah, this is going to be great. Well, two things I didn't think. One, malls are dead, unfortunately, and arcades are dead, unfortunately, unless you own a Dave & Buster's. So we did it, went there. I struggled. All the profits that I made from the claw machine route paid for employees and everything at the mall. We had to be open 7 days a week, and I held on until the mall, which pretty slimy of them. The new owners that had bought them knew that they were going to close down, but they didn't tell any business in there. And they came and they gave us about 45 days notice that the mall, our section, is going to be the first to close, and we had to have all of our stuff out within 45 days. So trying to find a way to move all that equipment was pain. I'm getting way off. And when I had that, see, ADHD, man, when I had all of the arcade going, a guy came down and he was recording himself playing arcade games, and I was very interested in what he was doing. His name ended up being Matt Magno. This is years ago. He just started putting videos up on YouTube, and his channel was getting popular. I had no idea that people made money on YouTube, and had no idea people would enjoy someone playing an arcade game. So I thought, hey, I'm an arcade owner. People would love to see that. Well, at that time they didn't. But I played one time on that new channel that I just created. I played a coin pusher at the truck stop, flying J's, and that video did amazing. Like, my videos were doing like 400 or 500 views, and that video did 200,000. So went at it. I become friends with Matt. He strongly encouraged me to do coin pusher only, just because there's no one out there that does it, and that's what I did. So I was able, a couple years later, find through a friend that this bar gambling place had a coin pusher by the ATM, and people would play for like drinks, free drinks and stuff like that. But once a week, they had some people that would come together, and it had nothing to do with the business, but people would pitch in $50 a piece, and that added all up, put it in the coin pusher, flip, see what order you go in. Everybody gets the same amount of quarters, and whoever wins the most wins. Love the idea, so just kind of embellished on that, and here I am years later. So that's the story of Josh Bartley in the channel. I started telling too many things in and out, but all right, guys, I do gotta go. Thank you. If I see a question, I definitely want to make sure I answer it, especially for someone's child. All right, guys, have a good night. Oh, Brian, absolutely, absolutely. I love. I get so many hate comments and negative things when I see someone that has a legitimate question and watching with their family and stuff like that. Believe me, I'm on top of it. I'm a dad too, so my son's my best buddy. All right, guys, I see you later. Good night, John. Good night, everybody, and good night, Brian's son.